Welcome everybody to the kitchen, where I want to show you some ideas when it comes to potatoes for Thanksgiving. Starting off with the good old-fashioned candied yams. Now, sweet potatoes are already sweet, that's where they get their names, and they are delicious, especially when you finish cooking them in a caramel sauce, which is nothing more than butter, which is already good itself, and brown sugar. When added together, it creates a magnificent flavor. I have some yams here that I have peeled and parboiled. They're not fully cooked yet, because if they were fully cooked and you add them into this boiling sugar solution, they'd be overcooked, and so that's important. You want to just parboil them so that maybe a fork doesn't go all the way through them easily, but it pokes in them easily, and then we'll finish cooking them in excuse me, in the caramel sauce here. So we'll get that into there, and you just want to lay them in there so that they are nice into there. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about are potatoes in general, russets, golds, reds, things like that. So what potato makes the best mashed potato? Well, it really depends on you. There is no right or wrong answer when it comes to that. It's all up to your own likes or wants. And so what I like to do, it's very easy in the restaurant. What we would do years ago when I worked in one, we would boil up potatoes, whole potatoes like this. This way you can mash them, you can dice them, you can bake them, serve them as baked potatoes, and it's very easy. But I have two varieties right here. I have a gold in this hand, and I have a russet in this hand. A russet is a high starch potato, so it's going to give you a dry, fluffy mashed potato. This is a moderate. The gold's a moderate starchy potato, so it's going to give you more of a creamy texture when it comes to mashed potatoes. So what do I do with the two of them? Well, I'll show you when I come back to create the perfect mashed potato.
I think they're all good.
Mashed potatoes, my favorite.
Yeah.
You let people bring items, don't you? Like bring some sides?
Comment to that one. Although, you guys, I did shop for a full Thanksgiving dinner today over to Smith's. Yeah. And here in Utah, in Salt Lake City, it was very reasonable. So turkeys, I think, were about 79 cents a pound. Everything else was on sale. So
they offer deals.
Yeah.
So
shop
early, I guess.
Deals. All right. So the yams are finished, and what I did is I just topped it off with the potatoes, the marshmallows. Put those in there, and I'll serve those up and show you 3 different ways. I've given you the recipe for the yams on my website. Also on my website, the mashed potatoes, which I combine the 2 potatoes, the golds and the russets together, mash them, and then I get this nice blend and texture of food. And so it's very, very delicious. Now, as far as the yams and that, you can just take them out, serve them up on the side. I know some people don't like yams, and that's fine. That's why I wanted to show you 3 different ways, and I'm serving it with some ham on the side. If you're not a turkey person, hams were on sale too, and so that was very, very lovely. I like that a lot. So I'm just going to show you, here are 3 different ways to serve those potatoes. You can do mashed. Remember, mashed potatoes are a little lumpy. If you don't like the lumps, then you need to whip them, and so a lot of times we confuse whipped with mashed. Mashed are a little bit lumpy, whipped are not. You can rice them as well if you want to. However you enjoy your mashed potatoes is simply up to you. There is no right or wrong answer on that. You enjoy them and make them how you enjoy it, but here are 3 different ways you can serve it with ham. On the side, you have candied yams, you have the mashed potatoes, and you have herb roasted potatoes, all done from the potatoes that were boiled whole, guys. Seriously, easy as can be.
We get to taste test today.
You bet.
Different kinds.
That looks delicious.